and personal growth. So here are some ground rules. Please don't talk about religious, sex, and politics. In case of any technical glitch, please contact the host of the meeting. Please add TM in front of your name or the name of the role if you are playing a role, so it becomes easy to identify the Toastmasters and the guests. Please be on mute if you are not talking. This is a suggestion for the speakers. Please have an audio video check before we start delivering your speech. Don't type anything in the chat if the speaker is delivering a speech, as it can distract the speaker. When you are transferring or giving the control to another Toastmasters, please do it by displaying a namaste. And last but not the least, very important, please, please, please be on camera. We are practicing public speaking here. It would be very incomplete. So take a moment, guys. I would request everybody to come on camera right away. I can see few people. Neha, please come on camera, and I would request the guests as well. Please come on camera. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Neha, you are looking cute though. Okay, so the theme for today is love is what we need. Very relatable. But I have a question in mind. I would like to ask, what makes a relationship long lasting and genuine? I want to just hear from
Trust.
the members. Yes, one of the reasons. Any other opinion? Come on, come on,
Communication.
come on. Great, great one. Any other?
Guest Vaibhav has raised his hand.
I guess the understanding.
Very important. Really very important. Any other?
Love.
Yes, of course. And recently I read something which really struck me. I read that only if you love someone, that doesn't mean that the other person is feeling loved. So to make the person feel loved, it's very important to express your love. That's what I think. It's very common that it's missed in a lot of relationships. So that's what was an insight for me. With that, I would like to pass the control to our very loving president who has been contributing to the club selflessly since the time she has joined. Toastmaster Nupur, over to you.
I would like to interrupt. I am taking over from Toastmaster Nupur because I am as loving as she is to everyone. If anyone is going to challenge this, talk to me offline. Thank you so much. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am Shahid Anwar Rafi, VP membership of Toastmasters of Delhi. And today I take this opportunity to be the presiding officer of the club and this meeting. So first, as the presiding officer, it is my duty and responsibility to welcome everyone. I would first like to acknowledge three guests, Toastmaster guests, who are from another club and they have joined us. I would like to acknowledge Toastmaster Harish Kumar. He's from Toastmasters of Dwarka. He's going to deliver a speech here. I would like to acknowledge Toastmaster Vikas Shukla. He's from Noida Plus Toastmasters. He's the president of Noida Plus Toastmasters Club. And we have a few guests, and I would now like to take the introduction of the guests. The introduction is going to be very simple. When I call your name, please let me know where are you from and how long have you been attending our meeting and what is your interest in Toastmasters and how do you wish to fulfill it. So four questions. So we'll start from our guest Vaibhav. Vaibhav, where are you from?
Good
How
evening.
long have you been attending our meetings and what is your interest?
Good evening, sir. I am from South Delhi only, and this is the second meeting I'm attending. And my interest is that I am really like I'm an introvert. I'm not able to publicly speak. I don't have the confidence. So in order to overcome that challenge and improve that quality, I have joined Toastmaster. I'm planning to join Toastmaster. That's why I attended the second meeting.
Great, great. Thank you,
Thank
Toastmaster Vaibhav. We were really looking forward to have you as a bona fide member so that you start your learning journey. In my experience, I have always seen that people do join Toastmasters clubs and they attend the meetings and they also participate. But this is just testing waters. You need to dive into the deep ocean of Toastmasters, become a member, and then see how it makes you a transforming person. Our next guest in the meeting is uh, Mehrush. Mehrush, can we have your introduction, please?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So I am from Delhi, Vasant Vihar. I am here to build up my overall personality and confidence level. This is my second meeting.
Great, Mehrush. Great. Good to hear from you. And I'm looking forward to have you as our member very soon. And trust me, you are going to really find a big change in yourself once you join Toastmasters. It takes time, but it definitely works eventually. I would now like to call upon stage guest Prakash. Prakash Bhatta, can you please introduce yourself? And we would love to see your face on camera. Simranjeet has already asked you to do it. And since you joined recently, I would like you to please come on camera. Prakash. Okay, I guess Prakash is not available on the screen right now, or maybe he has some technical glitches. With this, the introduction ends and the meeting begins. A Toastmasters meeting is something that we look forward to. And what we really actually look forward to is the person who is the MC, the person who is the show of the day, who is the showstopper of the day, who is the show starter of the day, and who is everything that the meeting deserves. Who is that person? That person is none other than Toastmaster of the day. And today, the Toastmaster of the day is none other than our club's president and the person who is a multitasker, a firebrand, and a person who knows how to take charge. I will not discuss her theme. I would like it to hear from her itself what the theme is all about because it is Valentine Day and Valentine is for the young ones and for people who actually are looking to get what do you call hooked this year. So with all my hooks and nooks and corners and everything that I have, I would like to hand over the stage to our very own president and Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nupur Awasthi.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Shahid sir, and a warm welcome to all the lovebirds here. Well, I am really sorry. I beg to differ on one point that Valentine Day is only about the young ones, and those who are looking to be hooked. Because one, I am happily single, and two, there in the languages and words of the society, I'm not so young, though I consider myself as equal as my kids, but still. However, the reason why I said I want to be the Toastmaster of the day because I am a diehard romantic. No matter what happens, that is something I love. Why is it that I am emphasizing so much on love? Because love is not only what Archie's or our commercial companies have publicized. My dear friends, yes, Valentine's Day, I understand, has been overly rated. But believe you me, the concept of love is age old and holds very true. As our dear Sergeant Adams said, showing love, expressing love is really very important. And today, that is what we all would be discussing about. Why is it so important to tell someone that, yes, you love that person? Why is it so important to express your feelings? Now, before I do that and I get into this, just let me know if you all can hear this song playing. Feel it in my finger. I feel it in my toe. Hear that? Around me, and so the feeling grows. All right. By the raise of your hands, tell me, how many of you have actually felt love? That tingling sensation, that lump in your heart. And here I am not talking only about your partner, your spouse, or your first crush, anyone. I'm talking about a true, genuine love. Shahid sir, want to share something about it?
Yes, sir. True, genuine love. I don't know what genuine love is. I believe that love is reciprocal. So when somebody saw me, looked at me, I was very young. I was around 12 years of age. I just had reached puberty. And it was the day when we were having a bonfire in our school. And it was the uh, farewell of our summer vacation. At that time, a girl looked at me. I remember her name till now. She was Alka Singh. She looked at me. It was in that bonfire. She was sitting across it, and I was sitting on the other side. She looked at me. She gave me a smile. I saw her face in the smoke of that bonfire. And at that time, I felt a tingling sensation in my whole body. And I felt that this is love. I don't even know what love was at that time. I didn't even know that. I even still don't know what love is all about. But that was the sensational feeling, that lump in my throat, that today, after almost 4 or 5 weeks of interaction and company, she will be leaving. And my company with her was hardly 2 hours in the whole 5 weeks. So that is the one and only situation when I felt that lump, that we'll be parting away. I believe that was love. We never met again in our life. She left school after that, and rest is history.
Well, my dear friend, you did feel what love is, even for of some time. But yes, now that is a feeling that lasts throughout your life. No matter how down you are, how low you are, those memories, those sweet memories, actually just help you bounce back. Those sweet memories, that love, could be something that you share with your friend, something that you share with your kids. Definition, the frame of love is different. The way, the picture of love is different, but the concept still remains the same. We would be discussing more about this concept because I can see the red card, and I would like to now hand over the stage to our general evaluator, back to DTM Shahid, to explain his role, and then we'll come back to the
Thank
role.
you. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening once again, Toastmasters. Let me first reiterate the Toastmasters Club meeting. What is it all about? There is a particular drill in a Toastmasters meeting that makes us understand how it works. So, Toastmasters meeting is divided into three parts. The first part is the prepared speeches part. Herein, the people come, the members who are actually active members, only they are allowed to participate in the prepared speeches. They come with a prepared speech. They deliver a 5 to 7 minute speech on a particular topic that is relevant to the project that they are doing, and it is evaluated by a nominated speech evaluator. The second part is the table topic session, which is a very interesting part, which is where the guests are encouraged to participate. The table topic master will explain the role and the details of the part when the role comes up. The third part is the part where the general evaluation takes place, and eventually the evaluation of the meeting in whole takes place. I come into play at that time as the general evaluator. I also have a team other than the table topics evaluators and the speech evaluators that have already been designated their role. I have a team of auxiliary role players who play this leadership role of taking note of all the problems and situations that a prepared speaker or a table topic speaker is going through. So please help me welcome to share their objectives my tag team. I call this the timer accounter grammarian team. Please help me welcome the timer of the day, Toastmaster Simranjeet Kaur, to share the objectives of her timer's role. This is her debut role. Toastmaster Simranjeet.
Thank you so much, Shahid sir. So today I'm playing this timer role. I'm doing it for the first time, and it's a bit exciting for me. So my duties would be like I would be timing everybody. So we have our time limits for the speeches, we have our time limits for the roles and for the table topics. So I would be timing, and I would be keeping a track of it, and would be sharing the report at the end of the meeting. So I wish you all best of luck. Thank you so much. Over to you, Shai.
Thank you, Toastmaster Simranjeet. To add to the objectives of the role, a timer's role is very crucial because time management is something that we have to learn in public speaking. Otherwise, people will not listen to you if you waste their time. So, a prepared speech will start with the first moment, and it will be limited to 5 to 7 minutes. The timer will show the green card at 5 minutes. It will keep on behind her screen. I want all the prepared speakers to pin the timer so that they can see that the timer is showing the background as her timer card. So at 5 minutes, she will show the green card. At 6 minutes, she will show the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, she will show the red card. The upper limit in a prepared speech is 7.5 minutes. If you exceed 7.5 minutes, or if you speak less than 5 minutes, you are liable to be disqualified for the award in the role. It will not affect your other responsibilities or credits, but you are liable to be disqualified in the best role player award. Second is the table topic speakers. Here the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. Again, the upper limit is 30 seconds. You will be given 30 seconds to think about it. The timer will show the green card at 1 minute, at yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes, and we'll keep it on till that time. In the evaluation section, the timer will show the evaluations are for 3 minutes. The timer will show the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and the red card at 3 minutes. And again, the upper limit here is 30 seconds to complete the evaluation. Other than that, the timers, the tag team, the R counters, all are timed. The maximum time limit for each of the role players is 3 minutes. Again, the card will be shown at 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, the yellow card, and 3 minutes, the red card. So I request all the people who are coming on stage to please pin the timer, Toastmaster Simranjeet Kaur. She will change her name from SAA to Timer Simranjeet Kaur so that you know that she is the timer. That's the role of the timer to be done. Since it was her debut, so I have interrupted all the shared all the details in view of Toastmaster Simranjeet. Now, the next role player who is going to give us the objectives of the role is our grammarian, again our multitasker, Toastmaster Nupur Awasthi.
All right, I was on mute. Thank you so much, sir. And I would here share my screen first. Now, my role is to look at the good usages and the not so good usages of the day, the words, idioms, phrases, grammar used. I would be sharing my report with my recommendations of what is the incorrect use and what should be the correct use. And I would be also complimenting on the good usages for everyone. Today, I also have with me word of the day and the idiom of the day. The word of the day for today is yen, which means a strong desire or a craving, usually used as yearning. Examples are we at Toastmasters are really yearning for an offline meeting. Or I am really yearning, or I yearn for a good holiday in the snowy mountains. The idiom of the day, apple of someone's eye. Very example, my kids are the apple of my eye. And I'm sure your kids are too. I would encourage all of you to try using these two words, the word and the phrase, in your vocabulary today, in whatever you share, and I will share the report at the end when the general evaluator calls me. With that, back to you, right, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. I have a yen for chocolates. And if any of your apple of the eye rejects your chocolates, please pass them on to me. I also accept and scavenge these kind of chocolates. Now, I would like to call upon stage the counter of the day, Toastmaster Neha, who is going to explain the objectives of her role. Toastmaster Neha Latwal.
Thank you, Shahid sir. Good evening, everyone. I am the counter for the day, and my role is to taking track of all the hurdles while speaking during the speech or table topic session, or maybe during the any role but you are playing. And I will submit my report whenever the general evaluator calls me during the evaluation section. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha. I would now like to call upon stage the Goody Master of the day, Toastmaster Saurav Khanra, as the active listener to explain his role. Toastmaster Saurav Khanra.
Thank you, DTM Syed sir. Syed sir, you are the apple of our eyes, and your yearning towards chocolate is coming to our heart. That's why I keeping the chocolate with me. This is the chocolates for you. So talking about Valentine's Day and Valentine's week, how can we forget about the chocolates? So as an active listeners, I will listen everything, whatever you say today, and I will give you the virtual goodies for today, but I will keep the chocolates for the time being. And I promise you, whenever we meet physically, I will give this chocolate to you. Thank you so much. And over to you, DTM Syed sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurav. I would now like to move on. Move on means to give way to someone who is again going to take over the stage and give us all the love she has, all the goodies that she has, because this is the season of love. This is the season of giving. This is the season of forgiving and forgetting things and being part of the Valentine. The feeling is there. Please help me welcome on stage our Toastmaster of the day again, Toastmaster Nupur, to take the meeting forward.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's have another song. How many of you have heard this song? Anyone? Sorry, can't increase the volume. Okay. All right. Love. I would now change the language. Though love is a universal language, everyone understands the feeling of love, but it's very well expressed in the language that is most connected to a heart. So let me twist this and come back or use a couple of Hindi words as well. Love is not all happiness. There is pain as well. I later, during the course of time, would be sharing some of those incidents that caused a lot of ache to me in the journey of love. And I would also be sharing my learnings from them, with the whole aim that maybe you can understand something from it, you can relate to it, and make sure that does not happen to you. So that's for later. But today, right now, sorry, let me first go back to the first, okay? See, this is what happens. It twists your tongue. Love is really very tricky. Okay, I would like to start the first section of the meeting today with where we have prepared speeches. And our first speaker for the day is Toastmaster Saurav, who would be evaluated by none other than our guest today from another club, which is Toastmaster Vikas Shukla. Toastmaster Vikas is today joining us. Toastmaster Vikas, before I actually look at this is what happens. Okay. Toastmaster Vikas is the president of Noida Plus Toastmasters Club. He's a senior manager in virtual employee. In software development since last 15 plus years, a solution-oriented person, loves facing challenges and wants to keep spreading happiness. His hobbies are swimming, music, cooking, and always learning. With that, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Vikas to share the objectives of Toastmaster Saurav, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. So Toastmaster Saurav is going to deliver his level 1 project 2 speech from Dynamic Leadership Path. And the purpose of this project is to learn or review the basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The title of the speech is Sales, the Best Profession, and the time length is between 5 to 7 minutes. So good luck, Toastmaster Saurav, and that topic also relates a lot with me. So best of luck to you.
Thank you so much, and good evening, my dear guests and fellow Toastmasters. Language is the primary tool for communication. What words and phrases we unconsciously choose and combine can help us better understand ourselves and why we behave the way we do. The most beautiful language is mom's language to a child. It doesn't have words. Still, both can connect to each other. We consider language as a cultural, social, and psychological phenomenon, a status symbol. Similarly, sales has a unique language. The first class of my MBA course, the patent question come from the very first teacher. Introduce yourself. Everyone started chewing their nails. What to say? How to say? Assuming that the first benchers are always flawless. The teacher We'll certainly start from the first bench. That day, the teacher was in a different mood. He started from the back bench. Means it's me. I am the renowned backbencher, stood up and say, hello, sir. I am from Purulia. I am Saurabh Khandra. Thank you, and sat down. The teacher doesn't leave me. Okay, Saurabh, you are from Purulia. Then, sir, there is nothing then after Purulia. It is very small town. Nothing is there. Everything is very small. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Sat down. No, I'm asking you to introduce yourself. Tell something about you. Yes, sir. I'm Saurabh Khandra from Purulia, a small city in West Bengal. I'm from there. I play cricket. Thank you, sir. Sit down. Tell something about your family, why you want to do MBA, etc., etc., etc. I have one sister, one father, mother, and me. I do MBA to get a job and earn some money. Sir, thank you. The teacher brought me to the platform and started explaining the first chapter of marketing. See, you are a product. You have to sell yourself. Now, what will be your sales pitch? Everyone in the class realized that it doesn't matter what stream you are taking. What matters is how you sell. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's imperative for every individual to be aware of that sales pitch. If you believe that I'm a tech staff, I need not to sell. Trust me, you have to. When you interviewed for a job, you are promoting yourself. You must sell yourself when you are in front of a beautiful lady, or else forget about her. In my childhood, I believed I would become an engineer or a professional player.
Okay, looks like Toastmaster Saurabh is facing some technical issues. Yeah, can't see him on the screen now.
I think there must have been a power outage. He'll come back and will deliver his speech again. Let's not wait for him. Let's move on to the next speaker and then we'll move on. He's back. He's back.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Should I start again?
Saurabh, can we do this again? I think we missed some of the part of the speech. Let the other speaker come, then you can come again. Is it all right, Toastmaster of the day?
Sure.
Because the evaluator will not be able to evaluate the speech properly. He'll have to do it all over again. So
No
let's
problem.
do it after the speech of Toastmaster Harish.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So in that case, let me now invite Toastmaster Harish on the stage for his speech. And before do that, let me just introduce something about him. So Toastmaster Harish is preparing for his ISC contest, and he would like your support, my dear friends and fellow Toastmasters, to evaluate his speech and give him commendations and recommendations so that he can work on it and give his best in the contest. The title of his speech is Take It Easy Policy. So Toastmaster Harish, take it easy policy, take it easy policy. Toastmaster Harish, over to you.
Thanks, Nupur. Urvashi, Urvashi, take it easy policy. Since I heard this song, it has become motto of my life. Whatever happens, take it easy. My wife says, Harish, electricity bill's not deposited. Leave it. Your phone is getting disconnected. Forget about it. Netflix subscription not paid. Doesn't matter. Investment proofs are not given. It hardly matters. And why I was doing this? Because whenever I do this, I become much more smart. How? When I get into trouble, I try to figure out a ways to come out of it. So I try to find out relationship. Where can I get a person who can pay my electricity bill? Who is the person who handles this investment proofs, who will still allow me to do that? And by doing this, I was going fantastically in my life. But the fact is that I was not like this always. I used to be a very, very thorough, systematic person in my younger days. I used to be bothered about each and everything and used to note down perfectly. 10 hours work, 2 hours additional work so that I can convince. That was my routine life. And I always used to believe that karm hi puja hai, until one fine day I met Pooja. And one day when I spent my 2 hours with her, I started getting that now karm hi puja hai is got different meaning. So no point spending my days in office. That's how I started thinking in a different manner. But this is not the only reason. There is one more reason why I did this, and that is because of corporate politics. I'm a part of a corporate working for last 25 years plus. And in corporate, what happens is your boss keeps on motivating. You do a fantastic work entire year. And when it comes towards last, and then you ask for a raise or promotion, and finally, when you see that result suggests something else, somebody who's far lesser hard worker is getting the results. And when you go to your boss, he simply tells you life is not fair. Take it easy, boy. So I've got convinced that there is no point taking hard on you. So take it easy. And actually, it has given me different kind of experiences also, good also, bad also. One day I had to catch a train for Dehradun, and the train goes from New Delhi railway station, and it's a platform number 16. So what happens, 2 trains runs from the same platform, Amritsar also and Dehradun also. So like my take it easy policy, I reached just 5 minutes before to the railway station, grabbed my bag and rushed towards the platform. And the moment I reached to the platform, I've seen that my train is leaving. Started leaving. I don't take risks. So I'm watching that my train is going. But there is one more gentleman along with me. He has seen that this train is going. He has to also go to Dehradun. So he rushed, and like Shah Rukh Khan, he catch the train and went inside and gave me a very, very bad look. It's like something, you're no more. You're a dead guy. I turned back because now there is nothing to do. And suddenly I heard a loud sound. And I turned back and see that this gentleman is crying on platform. I reached out to him. I asked him, what happened, boy? You just got into train. Why did you again came back to platform? And he tells me, भाई वो तो अमृतसर की वाली ट्रेन थी, मैं गलत चढ़ गया था. So my take it easy policy also gave me some good moments. Everything was good, but then you have a different experiences of life also. My younger sister, she had gallbladder stones in 2012 or 13. And you know, for boys, gallbladder stones is nothing. It gives you a reason to have your 2 beers. But somebody who doesn't drink it, for him it be painful. So we used to treat her, we used to take her to doctor. Doctor used to give her one gas injection and one more painkiller, and she used to come back home. That's how it was going. At times you take her to Ayurvedic doctor, he will give something so that something can be cured, but it didn't really help. Doctor asked us to take her for surgery because as per him, surgery needs to be done. Unfortunately, that point of time I didn't have job, and my sister also didn't have money since her ex-husband, late husband, died 2 years back. So we could not really go for a surgery, and I was pleading his office, her husband's office, to give her some sort of a medical benefits which she deserved to, but she didn't got that. I went to General Hospital also, but General Hospital really didn't took care of things, and we were just continuing with the things. And one fine day she had a very bad pain, and then doctor said that now you have to go for surgery. You really can't stop it. So we went for a surgery, and once this stone surgery is done, doctor came back to us and told us that because stones were lying there for number of years, now they have turned into cancer, gallbladder cancer. We never thought a simple stones can turn to a cancerous one. After that, 4 years was the worst years of my sister's life and our entire family's life. And after 4 years of struggle, pain, and everything, she left us in 2019. So everyone, whomever follows this take it easy policy, my request to you is please be selective. Wherever you see that there's a much more exposure there, damage is irreversible, please take things seriously. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harish, for that speech. Should we get back to Toastmaster Saurav now for his speech? General Evaluator?
Yes, please.
All right. So Toastmaster Saurav, over to you. And let's have the timer card back on.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupu. Good evening, my dear friends and fellow Toastmasters. Language is the primary tool for communications. What words and phrases we unconsciously use and combine can help us better understand ourselves and why we behave the way we do. The most beautiful language is mom's language to a child. It doesn't have words. Still, both can connect to each other. We consider language as a cultural, social, and psychological phenomenon, a status symbol. Similarly, sales has a unique language. The first day, first class of my MBA course, the patent question came from very first teacher. Introduce yourself. Everyone started chewing their nails. What to say? How to say? Assuming the first benchers are always flawless. So teacher will certainly start from the first bench only. That day, the teacher was in a different mood. He started from the back bench. Means it's me. I'm the renowned backbencher. Stood up and say, hello, sir. I'm Saurav Khanra from Purulia. Thank you so much. Sat down. These are MBA classes, not the ones we attended in our small town. The teacher doesn't leave me. Okay, Saurav, you are from Purulia. Then, sir, there is nothing then after Purulia. It is very small town. Nothing is there. Everything is very small. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. And sit down. No, I am asking you to introduce yourself. Tell something about you. Yes, sir. I'm Saurabh Khanra from Purulia, a very small city in West Bengal. I'm from there. I play cricket. Thank you so much. And sit down. Tell something about your family, why you want to do MBA, etc., etc., etc. I have one sister, one father, and me. I do MBA to get a job and earn money. Sir, thank you. And sit down. The teacher brought me to the platform and started explaining the first chapter of marketing. See, you are a product. You have to sell yourself. Now, what will be your sales pitch? Everyone in the class realizes that it doesn't matter what stream you are taking. What matters is how you sell. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is imperative for every individual to be aware of your sales pitch. If you believe I am a tech staff, I do not need to sell. Trust me, you have to. When you interview for a job, you're promoting yourself. You must sell yourself when you are in front of a beautiful lady, or else forget about her. In my childhood, I believe I would be an engineer or a professional player. After I joined MBA program, I discovered that you can master any profession by mastering the art of dealing with people. In my first MBA class, I understood this. After 15 years in sales, it became clear to me that sales is the foundation for all careers. Others are just following. What I enjoy most about in sales, meeting people and getting to know them. Attitude, manipulation, threat, stress, joy, happiness, all are part of sales. To be a successful sales person, you must be competent and empathetic. Meeting new people requires a certain amount of yen. Once you have it, bullseye, the target is yours. The best part of my life was people. A competent salesperson is the apple of the company's eye. I would like to highlight one most memorable incident in my life. One day I received a call from one of my clients. He was a senior advocate of Supreme Court asking for some help. He called me at around 1:30 in the morning asking for some citation, case laws. It took 3 hours to find it. At around 4 a.m., I called him and handed over all the citation. The next day, he won the case. The day after tomorrow, during lunchtime, a chauffeur came to Supreme Court canteen. He was looking for me. He asked, "Who is Saurabh?" My regional manager was surprised. He is in that particular field for last 16 years. Nobody came to search him like that. He asked, "Why?" The shopper replied that our sir is looking for him and wanted to thank him personally. That day, I, along with my regional manager, visited that place. He handed over a bouquet and some chocolates. He just said to my regional manager, "You know, this person is a champion." That day, I received the Excellent Sales Performance Award. After that, I received many awards, crossed many targets. I feel that profession creates personality. Being in sales for a long time has helped me what I become today. It helps me understand people, the behavior of people. Trust me, if you understand sales, you understand life. Thank you, and over to you.
Congratulations on all the awards. All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh. I see that we do not have much time, so let me just straight away move on to the next segment of our meeting, which is the table topic segment. And for that, let me invite on the stage our table topic master for the day, Toastmaster Neha. Over to you, Toastmaster Neha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Topper. As table topic session help all the participants to improve their impromptu speaking or their thinking, interview, or delivering impromptu speeches as well. So I would like to encourage all the participants, please participate in the table topic session. Want to tell you the timelines for the table topic session. 1 minute, it's minimum 1 minute. On 1 minute timer will show you green card. 1 minute 30-second timer will show yellow card, and at 2 minute timer will show the red card. And maximum time limit is 2 minutes 30 seconds. And today we are talking about the love, and it's a Valentine week itself. So I thought, what topic should I came with? So I thought it. So who want to come first? Then I will tell. Okay, Shahid sir wants to come first. Shahid sir, select from 7 to 14th, a number from 7 to 14.
7 to 14, 7 to, okay, these are the days of, I'll go for the day of the chocolate. 3.
Okay, you know that. Okay, it's 9, chocolate day. So today I'm giving you a number between 7 to 9, and you have to tell the story or any memory or anything related to that particular day. So you have chosen that chocolate day. Please.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Neha. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear friends. Once again, chocolate, the yen of my life, the apple of my eye. Whenever there is a chocolate in front of me, I start drooling. And you know why I cherish Valentine Day? Not because I'm going to give the chocolates to my Valentine, but because the Valentine is going to share them with me. And trust me, when my Valentines, my wife, my daughter, my 2 grandkids, my son and my eldest son, when I give them chocolates, most of them keep it in the refrigerator and I eat my own. And then everyone is sitting in front of the refrigerator like a watchdog, because me, the chocolate provider, me, the one who has given them the chocolates, is stalking around the refrigerator looking for a moment and a plan to pounce on the refrigerator and take any chocolate out and eat it. And trust me, I get this chance. I do get this chance. And whosoever chocolate I eat starts crying, because there is no name written on the chocolate. And so everyone is after me that whose chocolate did you eat? I said, I just ate a chocolate. It had no name. So period. Get away from me. The chocolate was mine. Finders keepers. This is how I am so much into the chocolates. This is how I'm so much into chocolates. I love this February month just because I get lovely chocolates. And let me tell you guys, whenever you meet me, please greet me with a silk chocolate, and the biggest, the better. Thank you so much. Over to Toastmaster Neha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid. Who wants to come next from the guest?
Mehrush has raised her hand.
Okay. Yes, Merush. We select a number between 7 to 14, but chocolate day is already taken. So apart from 9.
So, yeah, 12. Hug day.
Yes. I made a list of it before coming here. And all know remember that who are the days.
Yeah, now shuffle it. Now shuffle it. I think it's getting a bit predictable. Yeah, crossover.
Okay, I think I need to do that. Okay,
Okay,
now
first let me tell my speech in Hug Day because I have some plans. So I have planned it.
okay,
So,
sure.
okay. So, hug. I remember the first hug I got from my father. I am not that close with my father. Like, he is my father. I respect him, but not that close. So I can express my feeling to him, and he can express his feeling to me. So the first time he hugged me was when I was in standard 4th. I have given my scholarship exams uh, from my school, so I have cleared that. And when I got the certificate that I cleared my scholarship exam, I came home. I was so excited that I started crying. Then my mother asked about why I'm crying. Uh, there was no speech. I was unable to speak anything. I just gave her my certificate. She saw my certificate. She was so happy that she hugged me. Then my father came. He also asked me what happened. So my mother told him what happened, that I have passed my exam, I have got my scholarship. My father was happy, but he didn't show any expression in his face. He just came to me. He pat my back and hugged me very tightly. That was the first hug I get from him, and I at that moment I felt a spark on my stomach, a butterfly in my stomach, and that was the moment I really felt uh, that that the connection with my father is very priceless, and I am the apple of his eyes. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Mershu. Who would like to come next?
I guess we can just take one more.
Yes.
Any of
Vaibhav, we have Vaibhav.
Yes, we have guest Vaibhav.
Yes, sir.
So Vaibhav, which number do you want to take? From 7 to 14, but 9 and 12 is already taken.
Let me think.
Let me remember the days.
Take the final one, 14th.
Yes, you can take the final
I
one.
won't have anything to say on it much. So I'm thinking something which I would have. Actually, I don't think so I have much to say in any of the days, but I'm just thinking which would be a little bit good for it.
Anything, any story, just not related to you, maybe someone else's story or anything, any memory. Or maybe you know the reason why we are celebrating that particular day or something.
Actually, no. Actually, I don't remember anything or any story related to any of the days left, basically.
Let's give it a try. Whatever comes to your mind, just speak it up.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Come on. That's why we are here for. Come on. We are practicing.
Maybe the 11th Feb Promise Day.
Yes, it's
Uh,
promised day.
yeah. So basically, when I was young, I was really actually I was like a really how do I explain it? A very calm kid. I don't used to get along with people, and I was like a proper nerd, like who is only into studies and nothing else. I was very so basically when I start growing and all. So like when I came to middle school, so I became I made like a few of my like batchmates who were one of the like most naughty boys, like basically who didn't have a good reputation. So basically then slowly the my image started defaming in the school. Earlier I was able to I was going to be the head boy for a house also, but then also I didn't get selected because of the middle school period of mine. Okay, so then basically in 11th my principal took a promise from me, like uh, like I won't repeat any of the things, then only she will make me the head boy of my house. So basically a promise, I would remember that only. So that promise matters to me. Because of that promise I got the badge of my school, and I've really worked hard for the badge, but because of the middle school period I was not getting it. So because they were saying the behavior was a concern during the middle school, so they were the middle school teachers were kind of opposing the batch. So basically my principal took a promise from me, like basically I won't conduct this kind of behavior again, then only she will make me the badge holder.
Okay. Nice try, Vaibhav. Was it happened in the promise day or something?
No, not really a promise, it's just a promise I remember.
Okay. Let's do we have more time, Simran? Okay. I want to end my session here only. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neha. All right. As promised earlier, some lessons from my life. I, as mentioned earlier, am a diehard romantic. And for me, romance is not just Valentine. It is also the love that we show during each festival in small gestures, during the day when someone comes back home tired, to a friend who is going through a bad crisis. So anything around where you express your love to someone is what I feel. Now, what people I believe are really mixing up. I understand love is not something that can be forced upon. So yes, this is voluntary. It will have to come from inside. And it happens only when your EQ, which now these days is being so much focused on, when your EQ is paid more importance than your IQ. Believe you me, love as a feeling, your emotions are only when your EQ is what is your focus area. Commitment in love is very important. It can be commitment to your friend to do what you promise or not do what you promise, or do what you have promised not to do. You got my point. You really got my point, what I want to say there. And the reason why I'm getting a bit nervous is I'm going to share you a story. I had a love marriage. Someone who was, I married a colleague, and my colleague was, following up, and for about a year and a half. That was voluntary. That was something that he did. However, just 6 months down the line, he told me, I don't think it's working out. I think let's separate. That, my dear friend, I felt like I'm an Amazon product. That is what commitment is. I'm not saying stick in a negative relationship. No, that's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that these days, it is very, very, very difficult to stick to your word. It's very difficult to commit something and follow that to the T. That, as I say, the mard ki zaban so-called earlier, that is not happening anymore. And it's not only mard ki zaban, it's also औरत की ज़बान. जो कह दिया, वो कह दिया. Do what you really commit. Backing away from commitment should only be your last step in drastic measures, not before that. Well, commitment and wallet was something that I really wanted to focus on, but let me now hand over the stage to our general evaluator, because we don't have much time for all that lovey-dovey talks, but we'll come back to close the meeting. Over to you, Shahid sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. Before I move on to my role of general evaluator, as the poll master, I am going to start the polls for just a minute. It says I am logged in from another device and it's not allowing me to show the polls. Nupur, can you as co-host open the polls?
Sorry, I'm just launching the polls for the best speaker. Did that now. Please vote for the best speaker, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm ending the polls now.
Please also poll for the best table topic speaker. Okay, while the polls are being done, I would like to start the general evaluation session. To evaluate the first speech of Toastmaster Saurav Khandra, I would like to call upon stage the speech evaluator Toastmaster Vikas Shukla. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vikas Shukla to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Saurav Khandra.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Shahid. So Toastmaster Saurav, and the speech title says like you nailed it perfectly. And if I have to begin, yes, you were the apple of my eye in today's evening, and you dressed for the topic exactly, and you started with a smile, and you used the body language and hand gestures throughout the speech. And when you said, okay, sir, thank you so much, sat down, and you every time showed you sat down in real. And I do remember you are from Purulia, a small city from West Bengal, and that's it for the teacher. And you also showed the teacher was on the right side and then you were on the left side. So there was a proper dialogue happening. So yes, and there was humor as well, like sell yourself in front of the beautiful lady or forget her. So better to try that. And if we talk about the recommendations, yes, you delivered the speech like a professional speaker, and it's your level 1 project 2 speech. So I would say it's already done perfectly. But if I have to be too critical, I would say when you were talking about the teacher and the student, so the vocal variety can be there slightly more. You can be like the teacher says, okay, tell me more. And then as a student, you can say, yes, sir, I'm like, so whichever. So there can be a voice differentiation in that. Apart from that, yes, all good. One more recommendation I would suggest for a prepared speech, you can avoid using a virtual background. Like you can see, if I take my hands away, it's not visible. So that you can try, because in speech contests, it will play a big role. And coming to the summary, definitely you achieve the speech objective. You use the word of the day and idiom of the day, that too within the prepared speech. So great. And to summarize everything, I would say you received the call from that senior advocate. He also sent the shopper for you, and you did excellent. You won awards after awards. It's not just one, but yes, you keep getting the awards. So the profession creates the personality. I also believe in that. And the takeaway for all of us is, if we understand sales, we do understand life. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank
you,
you so
Toastmaster
much.
Vikas. Thank you so much. I would now like to move on to the next speech evaluation. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Nupur on stage to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Harish Kumar. Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Harish delivered his speech to basically practice for his ISC contest. Thus, I would be not be following the CRC or CRS approach. I would be more critical here so that we can look at as much improvement as possible. Let's start with usage. In a contest, in case there are words, non-English words, they need to be translated. And there were some of them in the speaker's speech that were not translated, which, okay, so that is one very important thing. The topic, Take It Easy policy, the beginning was great. It really hooked. The title was great. It got full attention. The music, the start was really great. We were looking at some very strong substance there. The entire structure was divided into three parts. One was an office situation, the other was a station situation, and third was your sister's situation. Now, what we say is that during a speech, we take the person, this audience, on a high, and then we leave them with a takeaway. Here, what I felt was towards the end, we started with office. However, if I look at it in a chronological order, that station situation to me should have come earlier, because there it's not a learning that you are taking. It's just that I don't care attitude. It doesn't matter to me if I miss the train. So that should have come earlier. Then the office situation. There we can show that because of your experience, if there could have been something that showed how you were looking at how you were not taking it easy earlier, just one situation or so, but yet the life, how life proceeded, that taught you to just take it easy and let it go. That was the office situation. Then how it impacted negative in your life. Now, towards the end, what happened was that the audience was really getting very connected in the situation. This is something that could happen with anyone, and we were really very emotional out there. So when we come down the curve, we need to bring the audience back up, which I felt was missing. The audience was emotional and you left it there. So maybe a conclusion that could bring the audience back to a smile or a light tone where you could leave it, that would really be great from an audience perspective. Otherwise, that thought of what happened would rest with the audience. So that is what my takeaway on this is. Overall, as I said, a great topic. Here, I only spoke about the content part. I would not speak about the situation. The blur background is not recommended again for ISC contest. So maybe you could take care of that. But that is something that we can take offline if you want to. With that, I hand over the stage back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. I would now like to play the role of the table topics evaluator. The first table topic speaker was myself, so I cannot comment on myself or recommend myself. I would like to move to the next table topic speaker, who was our guest.
Mahershu.
Mehrush, yes.
Sorry,
Mehrush was talking about the experience of hugs. It was a really emotional speech and it made me nostalgic. The hug of a father is the biggest thing that a child loves, something that really connects him to the father. Mostly fathers do not hug their kids when they come to a certain age. So I am a person who has already experienced that firsthand. It was a well structured speech. The facial expressions were excellent. The emotions in her voice actually gave a message how much love that she has for her father and how much respect she has for her father. A fantastic speech by a guest, and I see a very good public speaker in Toastmaster Mehrush, in guest Mehrush, Toastmaster to be Mehrush. My only recommendation is that if you are still sitting and watching others take things forward in their public speaking journey, you are simply sitting on the fence. Come and ride the horse and move on. Next is speaker. Our speaker is was our guest Vaibhav. So Vaibhav's experience for about Promise Day. He very surprisingly said that he does not have any Valentine experience in the Promise Day. That was really surprising for me. Weber, start practicing some Valentine treats, or do you want to remain eligible with such a fantastic and beautiful face and smart looks? Think about it once again. He had a very nervous start, but with support from us Toastmasters, he took the initiative to speak and then he went on to share his school experience of becoming a promising head boy of the school. He was not only honest about what he was in school, and he also shared that how his principal turned him into a changed man by extracting a promise from him to become a good person and make him the head boy of the school. A fantastic attempt by guest Vaibhav, and I'm looking forward that you join Toastmasters very soon. With this,
Thank
I
you,
would
sir.
like to come back to my own editor of the role, and let me check something. Just a minute. Okay, so we have just a minute. Okay, so while I'm just checking what I'm going to check, I would now like to call upon stage the tag team. Please first help me welcome the active listener on stage who is going to give us virtual chocolates and then is going to deliver the real chocolates to us when we meet offline very soon. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Saurav.
While we
Thank
do that,
you.
I'll just launch the evaluator polls, please.
Wait,
Okay.
please,
Okay,
please.
sorry.
Don't
Okay.
launch yet. Don't launch yet. We'll launch them together. Otherwise, I'll get a little.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. We'll launch two polls together.
May I start?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Said. And as I promised, on this promise day, the chocolates are yours. Okay, I am keeping these chocolates for the time being, and definitely within couple of weeks, we are going to meet you physically. And that day, this is my promise to the entire room. I will hand over the physical chocolates to you. Okay, so on that note, let me start. So my first question when DTM Science started his love story, what was the vacation? Which vacation it is? Chewing nails. Yes,
I know it.
Vikas. DTM Vikas.
Summer vacation.
Yes, summer vacation. Great. So one chocolate
I was
from
busy picturizing, so I'm sorry.
right side. Okay. So the next question from that subject only. The girlfriend name that Said sir took. Anyone guessed Vaibhav, Mehruz, Harish ji? Said sir, you can also give the name from your end. One chocolate is for you also then.
It was Alka Singh. Such a simple
Great.
name. I'm remembering it for the last 40 years plus 40 years, and you're not remembering it in 40 minutes. Come on.
Okay, so 2 chocolates for Said sir then. Okay, I'm keeping it on my right side so that I can bring that in our physical meeting. So Harish sir also took a girl's name in his speech. The name is anyone? Mehruz, where are you? Vaibhav, don't be shy. Simranjit, our preferred timer.
Bad with names. Sorry.
Me too. Harish sir, if you're there behind the camera, you can also open the camera and say, otherwise the chocolate is mine then. And she is Pooja. Okay, so the last question I want to ask, what promise took by the principal of Vaibhav? Nupur ma'am.
That he would not repeat the mischiefs of his middle school in the senior school.
Great, great. Yes, the another chocolate is for you. And last, Neha, you want to give a try? From Harish sir's speech, what is the wrong train that boy stepped into? And the train is going to which place?
He's going to Dehradun, and another train is going to Rajasthan.
Amritsar.
Yes, sorry, Amritsar.
Yes, it's Amritsar. So the chocolate is yours only. Okay, thank you so much. And back to DTM side, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurav. Without much ado, I would now like to move on to the next stage of the evaluations. I would like to call upon stage the grammarian of the day, the apple of the eye of Toastmasters of Delhi, Toastmaster Nupur, to take charge and give us the report of the grammarian. Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, DTM Shahid. And as Toastmaster Saurav said, profession builds personality. I believe my quality professional has made me more critical than anything else. So pardon me if my recommendations are more than my commendations. However, let's start with thanking all those who used the word of the day. Shahid sir used the word of the day twice. Toastmaster Saurav used it twice. Idiom of the day was more used. Shahid sir used it 3 times, Saurav 2 times, Mehruz once, and Toastmaster Vikas once. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving that a shot. Some very good words that were used were fireband, reciprocal, crucial, psychological phenomena, renowned, imperative, bounds. Some good phrases that were used apart from profession builds personality is finders keepers, butterfly in my stomach. Now, a couple of recommendations from my side are time length could be time duration, a better usage. Topics should I came with, topics should I come up with, that I should come up with. Questions come is the question arises would be a better word to use. When you interviewed, were there the sentence bend when you are interviewed or when you go for an interview. A good word to use instead of died should have been had passed. or passed away, had passed away. Trains go from platforms, trains leave from or left from platform number XYZ. Those are a few recommendations from my side. We still have time to use the word and idiom of the day. All the best. Over to you, DTM Shahid. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. I would now like to call upon stage the counter of the day, Toastmaster Neha, to take over. Toastmaster Neha is the counter of the day.
Thank you, Shahid sir. I would like to share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Still says coming up for me.
No, it's not visible yet.
Not visible yet.
Oh, I already
Okay,
shared.
Yes, it is.
Now it's
Yes,
good.
it
Now
is.
it's good.
Okay.
It's
Toastmaster Nupur used 2 crutch sound and 2 filler words. As a general evaluator, Toastmaster Shahid was flawless. Simranjeet, Toastmaster Simranjeet, I can't monitor her during her introduction. I used 2 crutch sound during my introduction. As a grammarian, Toastmaster Nupur used 1 crutch sound and 1 filler word. Active listener, Toastmaster Saurav used 2 filler words. As a speaker, Toastmaster Saurav was flawless during his speech. Second speaker, Toastmaster Harish used 2 crutch sound and 1 filler word. Sorry, 1 long pauses only. As an evaluator, Toastmaster Nupur used 2 crutch sound. Toastmaster Vikas as a evaluator was flawless during the evaluation section. Oh, sorry, here wrongly, I missed. Sorry. Toastmaster Shahid sir as a table topic evaluator. He was flawless during his evaluation section till now. I didn't monitor myself during my table topic master session. As a speaker, table topic Shahid used 2 crutch sound. Second table topic speaker Mehrush used 5 crutch sound, and last table topic speaker guest use 1 crutch sound and 5 filler words. That's it from my end. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha. I would now request Toastmaster Saurav to come on. Sorry, no. The timer is Toastmaster Simran. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Simran to give us the timer's report, the most crucial report of this meeting. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Simran.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my report. TM Nupur started as a TMOD, took 6 minutes. TM Shahid as General Evaluator took 2 minutes to introduce. Dogsley role players, TM Nupur as grammarian took 2 minutes. TM Neha as our counter took 26 seconds. TM Saurav as active listener took 1 minute. TM Nupur again as TMOD took 2 minutes. TM Vikas introduced the speaker as an evaluator 1 took 20 seconds. TM Saurav as speaker 1 took 7 minutes 12 seconds. TM Nupur as evaluator 2 introduced the speaker in 26 seconds. TM Harish as speaker 2 took 7 minutes 20 seconds. TM Neha as table topic master introduced the role in 1 minute. TM Shahid as first table topic speaker took 1 minute 55 seconds. The guest Mehrush took 1 minute 56 seconds. The guest Vaibhav took 1 minute 40 seconds. TM Nupur took 4 minutes as TMOD. TM Shahid took as GE took 2 minutes. TM Nupur again as evaluator 2 took 3 minutes 40 seconds. TM Shahid as TT evaluator took 3 minutes. TM Saurav as active listener took 3 minutes 46 seconds. TM Nupur as grammarian took 2 minutes 16 seconds. And TM Neha as our counter took 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Both the speaker qualified. They were in the time limits, and all the table topic speakers also were in the time limits. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Simranjeet. I would now request the poll master to please launch polls for the best table topics evaluator and the best auxiliary role player.
Sure. Simran, you can stop sharing the screen.
Wait, my system is hang.
So I'm
Okay.
starting the poll for best auxiliary role player.
While we are doing the polls, I will move on to the next part of my deliverables, that is the general evaluators deliverables. Since the polls, I am assuming, because I'm not getting the screen for the polls, I am assuming that we have we have given the polls for the evaluators. So let me evaluate the evaluators. Toastmaster Vikas Shukla evaluated the speech of Toastmaster Khandra, Saurabh Khandra. What a fantastic speech and what a fantastic evaluation. I really have no words, because when I was hearing Toastmaster Saurabh, I was actually mesmerized with the way he was presenting his speech. Today, he has made me proud, and he has actually given so much of hard time to the speech evaluator that had I been in his place, I would have been just as stumped as he was while trying to find out what were the recommendations in Toastmaster Saurav's speech. Toastmaster Saurav, you are the apple of my eye, and you are also becoming the apple of the eye of Toastmasters of Delhi. And it is really, really sad that, actually sad that you are married. Let's move on to the next evaluation, that is the evaluation of Toastmaster Harish, his ISC speech delivered by Toastmaster Nupur Awasthi. I love the way the speaker, the evaluator, speech evaluator said that she's going to be critical. She actually gave Harish goosebumps when she evaluated his speech. And why not? An ISC speech deserves all the criticism without the sugarcoating. This is what Nupur Awasthi did. I would just simply like to add three things. In an ISC speech, you need to work on three things. Number one, clarity of your content. It's very important. Number two, there should not be a jumble of emotions. Your emotions should flow from high to low to high and then stop at a place. If you are jumbling the emotions, it so happened that we started on a humorous note and we ended on a very grand, on a very sad note. So when we are doing this kind of speeches, the judges get confused. Their emotional quotient is not strong, that they will digest humor and then they will digest such a grave situation. So importantly, it is it that make a bell curve of the emotions. Take them from to a high, bring them down, and then bring them back to the high. If you leave them right down there, then it will be a very big problem for the judges to actually mark your speech. So emotional clarity is very important. Plus vocal variety. Your vocal variety does not mean that you have to be loud. It has to be that you have to use all the P's in your speech to deliver your speech. These three are important. It is an online speech. The rest of the things do matter, that you have to have a stage presence and everything else. All the best for your further speeches and further practices towards this level. May you reach the district and finally to the top of this. The only thing that you need to remember is that your speech will have to be decided on English only. So avoid any Hindi word. Even if you have to translate it, it will not work out. It will mark them down. The judges mark you down on that. I was the table topic evaluator. I'm not going to evaluate myself. I'm now going to evaluate the meeting in general. We had a very low attendance. The meeting started on time. The meeting is about to end on time. There is a 10-minute of gap that was because of the glitch in the speech of the one of the speakers. That is something that we will look into in the next meeting. The members were interested. The members are there with us. The preparedness of the participants was again good, despite the participants taking the roles in the last minute also. There were multiple participants. I am expecting more participations very soon. We have simply recently changed timings and people are still getting assimilated to the changed times. And we'll see this for 2 more weeks and then we'll get back on the planning table and decide if we should shift to another time or another day or another situation. The audience engagement was good. The Toastmaster of the table topic master, I'm starting from the lower order, the south end. The table topic master is again doing a fantastic job, Toastmaster Neha Latwal. We are looking forward to see you as a fantastic speaker very soon. You are really encouraging the speakers to come on stage and talk about subjects that are very candid and very honest. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nupur Avasthi, taking a challenge of this club as the president and doing multiple roles, taking 2 EC roles. You are doing a fantastic job. Today's theme was something I can relate to. I actually related to. You made me remember my first love. That is something that we should always do at least once in a year so that you feel refreshed and you feel that yes, love is still alive. Thank you for such fantastic theme. And moving on to the presiding officer, that was again me. We have so many less role players, so I have not much to say. The sergeant at arms still is grappling with her role. She is coming on time. I would suggest that she connect with me very soon on her free time so that I can make her a tech master and she makes it a point to come on stage at least half an hour early and become the tech master and become more proactive in her role as sergeant at arms. The meeting has short overtime and I would now like to end it my session. I would like to hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, and before the meeting ends, let's also poll for the best role player. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, Shahid. I'm just starting the poll for the best role player. And also would like to mention that in the last one, since thanks to Toastmaster Simranjeet, who had taken the timer role at the last minute, the timer's name was mentioned as Toastmaster Shahid. So we'll take it the other way, whoever has mentioned for the timer role. And the polls should be there.
I guess the evaluator poll is missed.
Okay, I will start with that. Okay, I'm ending this poll for role player and I am starting the, let me just see. Yeah, evaluator. One more to go. Anyone who hasn't voted, please do. Okay, closing the polls now. Thank you. All right. Now, I know it's we are way beyond time, so I'll not take much of your time now. This is just very quickly wrapping up today's meeting. I gave you a negative side, or I would not say negative, but I gave you lessons learned from what love can actually, how actually love can hurt you. But also, here, I would like to share how love can I heal you? When we are down, what works best? A warm hug by your best friend, that smile of your family members, even the love of your pets, the memories of your school days, the love that you felt when you were a kid by your elders. Why is it that we keep on forgetting it? I have heard people complain that my teenagers don't talk to me. My kids don't talk to me. They don't like to interact with me. Are we missing that hug, that physical connection when they're kids? Are we so busy in our life that they don't really see us expressing our love to our partners, to our family? Remember, they just do what they see. We need to lead by example. If they see that we do not appreciate the small gestures, we do not show affection on those small things to each other, to our families, to our friends, we do not make that special small effort. We just go pick up off the shelf chocolate and give it to someone on Valentine's Day. Hey, that's done. I don't like to celebrate all these things. No. Remember that it gives a lasting effect on the psychology, on the emotional question for your kids. Also, it gives a very negative psychological impact on you yourself. Because what you give is what you also feel about yourself. It starts somewhere impacting you on your self-love. You also start feeling, because you know that you did not make that extra effort to make someone smile. And thus you also know that maybe tomorrow that other person will also not make that smaller effort to make you smile. With that thought, I would leave all of you, and I would just say, love is what keeps us smiling. Love is what keeps us happy. Any form of love, cherish it, embrace it, and keep loving each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur. Okay, once again, your presiding officer is back. My dear friends, I would just like to congratulate you on this fantastic meeting once again. And I believe we have taken all the polls. So let me first take the guest feedback, and then we'll move on to the awards of this meeting. Toastmaster to be Mehrush, how was your experience today?
It was really nice. I felt like home. I was very comfortable expressing my feeling, expressing my thought. So I'm looking forward for joining this meeting and expressing more about myself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Looking forward to you to become a Toastmaster very soon. Guest Vaibhav, what is your experience today? Any feedback?
Yes, sir. I liked it because I got the other Toastmasters motivated me to speak. I liked it, and after a long time, I have I don't speak much actually.
Okay.
Like in the house function and all, I used to ask people to deliver speeches. I was not the one who used to deliver speeches or talk much.
Okay. So I would request you to join Toastmasters, and there is another family who is going to really encourage you to speak and also going to evaluate you on your strength and on your weaknesses, and help you on your weaknesses so that you become a better speaker very soon. Thank you so much. We would like to have a small feedback from our guest. First, I would like to request Toastmaster Vikas Shukla to give us his feedback.
Thank you, DTM Shahid. So I would just give a message also apart from the feedback for Vaibhav. Like he mentioned, he is an introvert. I am also an introvert, but nowadays when I tell someone during table topics or a prepared speech that I used to be an introvert, they say like, no, you don't look like an introvert at all. So now I have stopped saying like I'm an introvert. So this is the kind of change Toastmasters does bring in us. So I would say go for it. And I'm happy to be a part of Toastmasters. And yeah, it has been a great meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikash. I would now request Toastmaster Harish to give his 2 bits of words for our club.
See, Shahid, frankly speaking, it was an amazing meeting. I never expected this. The reason is pretty clear. In Team CD, we have 50 odd members. And in each of the meeting, we always have almost 25 to 30 members present. So at any given point of time, there is no struggle for role players and all that. But when I see that, despite of the fact that the numbers are limited here, and the people are really going through each and every role, and they are presenting in such a fantastic manner, and it never looked that any role is missed out or anybody is not performing. Even you have done some of those roles which we don't even do it. So it was really amazing. It was thorough, professional. It's just merely I would say time. Maybe after 2 months time, you'll have a different set of numbers, and again things will be on that level. But awesome, superb. And thanks to Nupur, especially to you for considering my request and giving me such a beautiful evaluation. And Vikas, I'll get in touch with you sometime. It was really nice. I just missed to say I'm also the president of Toastmaster Club of Dwarka.
Oh, great. Great. So we have 3 presidents right now. That's a trinity. Toastmaster Nupur, Toastmaster Vikas, and Toastmaster Harish. Fantastic.
Actually, I cleared my club level. I was one of the club level winners. So I'm going for an area level contest.
Fantastic. All the best. All the best to you, Harish. All the best.
I knew that I would not write my speech. So I said to Nupur that please give me one chance so that in under any situation, I'll write it today. And that's what I did today.
Excellent speech. Excellent speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
I have noticed 2 things today. Number 1, my acronym sir has vanished. Suddenly, Toastmaster Simran started calling me Toastmaster Shahid while giving us the timer report. That's so encouraging. That means someone is really in love with me after 48 years. Thank you so much, Nupur. And yes, Neha also did the same thing, though she did it inadvertently, but she really did it. Thank you, Neha, once again. And yes, Toastmaster Nupur also did the same thing. And somewhere Saurav was also saying Shahid, Shahid, Shahid. So I really love this. From sir to Shahid. To sir with love, to Shahid with love is better. Thank you so much. Now coming to the awards. The award for the for this best role players meeting for this meeting is to be presented by Toastmaster Nupur as the award master. Please, Toastmaster Nupur, please go ahead with the awards.
Okay, thank you so much. And I will quickly share my screen without much ado, because this is, I don't want to waste everyone to wait here. So, auxiliary role player, quickly, shouts.
Active listener.
Active listener.
Bingo. Saurav, Toastmaster Saurav. Table topic speaker.
Narush.
Ah, who is that? Wonderful. Evaluator.
Nupur.
You missed that
Shahid.
one.
Shahid.
Vikas. Role player. Okay, let's not say that. Let's move on to the next one here. Speaker.
That was a tough fight.
All right. That's double one for Saurabh. Congratulations, congratulations, all the winners.
Thank you.